Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
What now? 180? 50 seconds to mine. I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We're good. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield. How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense. On second and 11 now. Carr, there's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you? Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive. Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us. But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was. I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's just me and you. It's just one time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We're good. He's coming now. 57, Mike, 57. Here we go, 29. Hey, Foxtrot.
On second and a couple. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the... backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him.
No
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, ready? Black 25 behind. Hey, watch the slant. Shoot. Big edge. Watch the twist. Quick the edge. Come. Check.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand out.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. In his own end zone, it's Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin. 98 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45 is the mark. Watch the screen. 45. Mike, 45.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Let's go, baby.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3 down. 734. What is the mark? Squeeze. Go. Switch. Deuce right, Chief. You're mine.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. It's caught. It's Miller. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check the backer.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Green, triple T. Green, triple T. That's the way. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, here I come.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Ready, black 25. Mike, 45. Too little, Captain. Green, triple T. 45's the Mike. Come on, D. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. Well, he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Winston now. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At their own 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
694. Bravo. 57, Mike 57. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 57.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
first down. Here's White. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Wait. Hustle. Mike 40. You ain't going nowhere. 40's Mike. Blue down. 40's.
Winston now from the 50. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready. Black 22. 45. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On first down, White. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Flip it. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Now
a pass hauled in downfield. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Let's go, baby.
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
At the 10-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
93. 93.
Carr going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On third and long, it's Carr. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14.
17. Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll run with White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down, Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Under 10. White.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Go!
From the gun, Carr looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6-18. Check. He's coming. All day. Hey, Delta.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it. Safety's creeping. Slam. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch the shit. Check 30. Check 3.
Following the interception, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check 45 to Mike. Hey, here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Winston. Ebron caught left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's White. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 185.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Vikings, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you.